Right, you just heard Minuit, Aotearoa, the Upbeats remix. And a bit of Minuit in the background now, the guards themselves. Why Minuit? Well, Minuit is one of the bands, just one of the performers at Splore, which kicks off next weekend in South Auckland. Paul from Minuit joins us this morning to chat about Splore and, summer in general, I suppose, and what's Minuit been up to. G'day there, Paul.
Hey, Wammo, how you doing?
Good, how's Wellington City treating you this morning?
Pouring down.
Lovely. Summer, eh?
That's right.
What have you guys been doing since since you released the album last year, and the video? In fact, I think last time we even talked, you guys were preparing the video and asking people to contribute to the video. How did that project unfold?
Yeah, right. It was really fantastic because I guess it was a bit of a risk to say to people, hey, send in a photo that shows who you are, and it's like we didn't know what was going to come through, and we were really excited. Like every day there'd be like a big bundle come through the email, and we'd all kind of gather around it and check out these photos that came through. And in the end, there's about over 1,000 people that ended up in the video, and it was really cool. And it got picked up for Waitangi Day, I guess. I even saw it on Trevor Mallard's blog on the Labour Party page. They were showing the video as well. Yeah,
you made it when the politicians are linking to you.
Well, you were actually a little bit suspicious about that as well, because it's always a fine line of allegiance and things like that, And but I mean, it's cool that it's been seen and being talked about. Good or bad, controversy is a good thing for people to start talking about things.
Actually, did you ever have that in mind when you guys came up with the track Aotearoa, that it may become somewhat of an anthem, or maybe used by like TVNZ used in the coverage of Waitangi Day?
I guess Ruth had always tried not to use New Zealand because that's the thing, eh? Like as soon as we played it to some people, they said, "Oh, that'll be played on TV," and that was never our intention at all, because that's not what Minuit's about, for being used as a brand or something like that. But I guess it's interesting as well because the lyrics are actually quite dark. Even though people think it's an anthem, it has a really real heaviness and an honesty, I think, to the lyrics, just saying, hey, this is our country. This is not set in stone what it is. We're the people who live here. We're the ones who decide how it's going to be. What are we going to do? What is going to be our Aotearoa?
There's some sadness to it, isn't there, really?
Well, just in those terms, I think, where it's like, hey, this is our country, and we can make it what we want, and the past has happened, to acknowledge that as well and to recognise it, and not just brush over it, but also not to dwell on it and say, because that's as humans, we've all done things that we regret, but we also need to move on, otherwise we fall into the well.
Yeah, and it is interesting times at the moment to really start pondering that kind of stuff as well. Yeah.
Well, I think so as well. And it was beautiful being at Ripon last weekend at a festival where it's this beautiful Wanaka landscape, and you look at the mountains and you think, man, they're going to last longer than we are. We think we're so cool as people sometimes, but in the end, we're very humbled by the land that we live on. So that was kind of nice to see, and that's why Splore's going to be exciting, I guess, as well.
Yeah,
coming up.
I take it you won't be investing in mining shares then.
Yeah, well, no, that's right. See, that actually, like that whole mining of the national parks, that comes up when you go to some of the national parks and you go and you hear about the story, how it was like how Māori it was Māori land, and then they said, no, let's give this to New Zealand. This is everybody's, and it became a national park. So it's not owned by a specific person. It's owned by the people who live here.
Yeah.
So as soon as they start going to mine it, it's like, oh, dude, what are you doing? This is beautiful that it belongs to everybody.
It's so true, eh? It's not even owned by this generation. It's not even owned by the next generation.
That's right. Well, it shouldn't even be owned, eh? No. That's the whole irony.
Yeah. Oh, we could go down that way. We could certainly have a good conversation about that. But no,
well, that's right. That's right. And so much has come out about like the Aotearoa video along things like that. People talking about things is really cool. And these festivals that are outdoor festivals, that's a real celebration of this country that we live in and the environment that we have.
Absolutely. And what else have you done this summer? Have you got out and seen the country?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Travelled around.
A few diesel miles in the car.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so have you? So you mentioned Ripon. Where else have you played?
I Oh, we've done a few things. We've actually got lots coming up as well.
Yeah.
It's really quite a busy time for Minuit, which is really nice. I don't know. We played in Gisborne. I got bad sunburn and had to go to A&E. That's ridiculous, eh?
That is really wow. That's what sort of degree burns do you require to go to A&E?
They said, "Oh, dude, don't worry about it. You're fine, and just go and have a really cold bath."
Oh man,
I know, it was just embarrassing because you come from Wellington, you're not used to the sun. You go to Gisborne, 10 a.m. in the morning, fried. Totally fried.
So you were completely red, toasted, and obviously peeling as well.
It was just my feet.
Oh, just your feet. Oh,
Yeah.
So you were all covered up except for some pasty white feet.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. I was
Fantastic.
slapping, but what's the thing for putting things on your feet? I couldn't quite work it out.
Oh, don't know, eh?
Yeah,
It probably doesn't even figure in that campaign.
No, that's right.
So you've learnt your lesson for Splore.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah. Because the weather, I've looked at the long range forecast. It's looking pretty good on the Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
cool. Because we're playing on Friday, so that's good that it's going to be.
It's looking goodish. It's looking goodish. It's improving on Friday. It's probably and you know what weather forecasts are like. They never get anything right this summer. To be fair.
How do they do it anyway? It's ridiculous, eh?
And 10 days out.
How can they tell?
10 days out. Who knows?
That's right.
So you're looking forward to it. What can we expect from Minuit at Splore?
Actually, I just put some new synths into the machines last night, and I'm really excited.
Sure.
Because we've got lots of new Minuit tracks that we're trying to get off the album into our machines again to start playing them over the summer. And so Splore's going to have some brand new ones that, it's so cool for us to be playing new songs as well. It's quite exciting. And these ones are sounding awesome. They're just sounding better and better every time. So really looking forward to this one. We're playing, it's like after Lupe Fiasco and before Basement Jacks.
Wow.
Which is kind of ridiculous. Yeah. So just looking forward to basically being there. That Friday night is going to be a big electro dance fest, I would say.
And how and what do you know? What sort of digs you've got? Are you camp? Are you in a tent or how you staying?
I'm not sure about that actually. I'm not sure that we may even stay.
Oh, come on.
You may just stay up all night. You might not need a place to. Yeah.
Well,
Because I guess Splore is something that it's one of those left of centre kind of festivals that put a lot of effort into the back. Like a lot of festivals just say, they tell you the music lineup and then they say, and we have clean toilets. That's the only other thing that they have to offer. But Splore has just got a screed of things for kind of people to get involved in, whether it's full-on things or chill-out things or things like workshops for the kids to do, or I even heard that there's like a marriage celebrant there.
Yeah, well,
a chapel.
Yeah, I was just talking to Dave, who does a show here on Kiwi, and he's in the Nukes, and they're, I think, performing at someone's wedding on the beach under a beautiful Purakawa tree at Splore.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds. I can't wait. Roll on next weekend.
Well, because to be honest, some things like that sometimes scare me. When there's too much going on, it's like, oh, hey, do I have to participate? I kind of just want to sit back and look.
Yeah.
I feel a bit nervous sometimes. I'm not a very outgoing kind of dude.
Yeah.
But I've found that those things that you can, you can just sit and watch as well, and you don't have to feel like you have to get involved. It's quite beautiful.
Well, Paul, I look forward to seeing you there and checking you guys out live once again, and maybe having a bevy or two as well.
Hey, that'd be great.
I'm going to play Run from Minuit now.
Oh, nice.